Once upon a time, a young man was overwhelmed by unhappiness and constant despair in his life. Seeking a way out, he discovered a wise Zen master residing in a neighboring town. Determined to find a solution to his problems, the young man embarked on a journey to meet the Zen master and seek guidance. Upon reaching the master's presence, he poured out his heart, saying, "Sir, my life is burdened with countless problems, and I am perpetually consumed by sadness. Please enlighten me on how to find happiness." The Zen master attentively listened to the young man's troubles and silently rose from his seat, leaving the young man bewildered. Despite his confusion, the young man patiently waited for the master's return. After a while, the Zen master reappeared, carrying a glass of water and a bowl brimming with salt. He instructed the young man to take a handful of salt from the bowl and place it in the glass of water, and then drink the water. Puzzled but obedient, the young man followed the master's instructions and tasted the water. He grimaced and admitted, "It tastes terrible, all I can taste is salt." Undeterred, the Zen master then asked the young man to take another handful of salt and accompany him to a nearby lake. Once they reached the lake, the master instructed the young man to pour the salt into the water. As the young man swirled his hand, dissolving the salt in the lake, the master asked him to drink from it. The young man scooped up some water and took a sip. Surprised, he exclaimed, "Sir, it tastes good." Curious, the Zen master queried, "Did you taste the salt in this water?" The young man shook his head and replied, "No, not at all, master." He sat near the lake, contemplating the lesson. The Zen master placed a comforting hand on the young man's shoulder and imparted, "My dear friend, the pain of life is akin to that pure salt." The master elaborated, explaining that the amount of pain we experience in life remains constant, much like the quantity of salt. However, the intensity of pain we taste depends on the container we hold it in. When we perceive ourselves as a mere glass, with limited capacity like a glass of water, even minor problems appear overwhelming. But if we expand our perspective and become a vast lake, cultivating abundant patience, even the most significant challenges will fail to disturb us greatly. Difficulties are an inevitable part of every person's life, and nobody is exempt from them. Indeed, life's hardships are an inherent aspect of our existence. Without sorrow, we cannot truly appreciate happiness. However, when we excessively dwell on our problems and succumb to excessive worry, we resemble a glass of water that turns bitter with even a small amount of salt. Therefore, during times of difficulty, it is crucial to cultivate patience akin to a lake and confront those challenges head-on. Only then can we lead a contented and tranquil life. Remember, every person faces hardships, and we are not alone in our struggles. It is through these adversities that we learn, grow, and appreciate the sweetness of life. Rather than dwelling on our problems or letting worry consume us, let us embrace the mindset of the lake, allowing the challenges to flow through us without disturbing our inner peace. So, my friends, when faced with life's inevitable hardships, remember the saltwater story. Expand your perspective, cultivate patience, and confront challenges with resilience. By doing so, you can lead a contented and tranquil life, finding happiness in even the most trying times.